Wow.
Wow. Right?
Wow.
Wow. Flippers and all. Wow. Wow. Wow.
How's it going, everyone? This is Frank Cavone,
I'm Doug Quimby.
and we are Kinda Live.
Kinda Livin.
This is episode 39 of the Kinda Live, Kinda Livin podcast presented by Mirth Films. And thank you again for all tuning in. As all of you guys already know, you can listen to the Kinda Live, Kinda Livin podcast on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and now we will even be premiering it on Facebook the Wednesday after each podcast. That way, for those who don't get to see it or just even have a hard time finding the podcast on YouTube, you'll be able to see it right on Facebook. So make sure to like the Facebook page. And we're here today with a very special guest, Catelyn Mccann. How you doing today, Catelyn?
I'm absolutely excellent, Frankie. How are you? Doug, how are you?
Doing great.
good.
Doing great.
That's the way we like it.
Oh,
We are happy to have you on. This is your second time on, actually. If you guys don't remember, watch episode 31 of the Kinda Live, Kinda Livin podcast where we go live at Duffy's. And it was a cool episode.
Oh, yeah.
I'd agree with that. I think a live atmosphere is so, humans are like unpredictable, and so it's like, ooh.
Yeah. It was definitely nice like doing it bar. That was our second time doing it not out of one of our apartments.
Yeah.
But it was
Definitely
like,
something I would want to do again.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's something we're looking into, branching out.
Absolutely.
But it was really fun and nice to like do it in a bar, especially like doing it in like a hometown bar where we like knew a lot of the people there and
Totally.
be able to have just like rotating guests on. Like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
to do it.
rotating guests. Somebody we didn't even know. I think his name was Jamie.
Yep.
He was the funniest of the podcast, just because like his story of his slightly stupid experience and like wanting to see them and like just
Falling asleep in the porta potty.
Yeah, falling asleep in a porta potty. Like, yeah, it sucks. But yeah, crazy week this week. We actually had a busy weekend, Doug. This past Saturday, members of Ominous Sea Pods, God Street Wine, got together for a special Sea Gods performance where it was just members from each band that performed along with Glass Pony getting the night started, and it was a super great show.
That was an awesome
Every
show.
time, I swear, that Glass Pony plays, they get better and better.
Dude, that was a rager for sure.
Those
Like,
guys kicked. Was that your first time seeing them live?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. They blew
So
my
what do you
mind.
think, like overall, like what would you say the feel of Glass Pony is?
I wouldn't say they fall into like jam category too hard. I feel like they're definitely more of a rockish type of band. Like they were definitely a lot more high energy than I thought they were gonna be. And it was really awesome show, and they like performed very well. Like they just all look good on stage. Like it was a solid performance. It was a great way to kick up the night, and I feel like they were perfect for opening up for Sea Gods because they kept the energy going high all night, and like
Absolutely, yeah.
place was loving it.
See,
for
guys,
sure.
and that was awesome. We got to back in what was it, early 2019.
It's okay.
Yeah, no worries. 2019. We
No, I think it's 2018.
Was it 2018 we did Mopods?
Oh, it might have been. No, yeah, it's 2018.
So members of Mo played with Ominous Sea Pods at the Cahoes Music Hall, which was super cool too. And we did the video for that. And like so what we're leading to with this is like, okay, Sea Pods, great show. We were doing the production for that show, Mopods, and it was just super crazy because we had a camera up on like the second floor. We had cameras like at the side stage. We had cameras right at the front, movable cameras. Like you were mainly up like with a fucking DSLR with like a 70 to 200 lens.
I remember there was like,
freaking
there's
out.
always the one dude like 2 or 3 rows down that's super tall,
He's
and it's
like,
like always like their head is just like just in frame. Just like like ruining so many shots. Like
Totally.
every
No,
time you go
totally.
to shoot a show, like that dude's there.
And it was just but we learned. It was a lot of big learning experience, and like that was like really in my mind where I was like, okay, like for videographer's perspective, like using all DSLRs to do a production can be tough due to recording limit for time, due for the battery size, due for the capabilities of zooming. Like I was like, okay, we got to make this easier for ourselves here.
Yeah.
And that's like when it was like, it was a switch. But some cool we did was we did our first live stream for Putnam Place. So the whole show was live broadcasted right on Facebook. and you can actually still watch it on our Facebook page. And a big announcement that we found out just a couple hours ago. We will be live streaming the Everyone Orchestra show at the Putnam Place this Saturday, January 18th. Eggy will be opening up, and I'm just going to pull up this lineup here. But have either of you guys seen Everyone Orchestra? Oh, you were at 80K Fest.
I was at Adirondack Fest. Yeah, definitely.
They did,
Independence Fest. Yeah, definitely.
That was cool. I just like how, like, the conductor, like, doesn't, like, he gives them, like, an idea of what to play, and, like, all of them will, like, listen to him and form this huge improvisational just jam of just whatever the hell. And like when they played Putnam Place last time, they did they like got into like I guess like the way it works is for Everyone Orchestra is the band one person for each song, one person starts it off. So Robbie from Ripe, he started off. Ripe kicks ass. He started off the song, and it was, oh shit, I lost my vape pen. Do you remember that?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh shit, I lost my vape pen. Well, if you want to see it, it's on the Mirth Films YouTube channel. Check it out. Subscribe. But yeah, so we're super excited to be doing that. So if you're not able to make it to the show, and for some reason you don't feel like going out and dancing that night, please head to the Facebook page because
you can still enjoy the show.
Oh, I'm supposed to be looking up this freaking.
I mean, who wouldn't want to watch your live stream? You guys have all the angles.
That's true.
You guys got all those cameras, all that high quality definition.
Yes,
you guys know where to be.
We're trying.
This.
So yeah, we're just okay. So the lineup, guys, for Everyone Orchestra on January 18th. Chuck Garvey from Mo, one of my favorite guitar players. Al Schneer from Mo, another guitar player. Vinny Amico, drummer from Boston Spa. Rob Mercurio from Galactic. Mike Maher from Snarky Puppy. He played at the first Everyone Orchestra that happened at Putnam Place, I think back in 2018 or 17, I can't remember. Chris Bullock from Snarky Puppy. Alric A.C. Carter from Talk. And then Shannon Lynch from Conehead Buddha. So it's going to be a good time. Eggy kicks ass. I just want to say again, after going to see Twiddle for New Year's, one of my good moments that I had from going to the shows was after the Paradise Rock show. Eggy played a show with Zednik Gubb from Twiddle, and they did a bunch of songs. You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon. That was super cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Actually, Eggy put out a video on their Facebook page, so check that out. I guess everything's on Facebook these days.
Everything is on Facebook. But yeah, Eggy kicks ass.
Eggy, yeah. I'll crack a couple over easy ones for those guys. Yeah, but other than that, just been pumping out Adirondack Independence Music Festival videos. We've for the past 2 years we filmed pretty much every set from every 80K Fest show during the whatever weekend. And I'm finally getting to it.
Yep.
I have the resources to make it all happen fast. So next out, just follow the 80K page on Facebook.
Well, what's out so far?
What?
What's out so far?
So out so far, we got Dead Grass. We have People's Blues of Richmond, which you can find on the YouTube channel. All of the Twiddle's 2 sets at Adirondack Independence Festival from this past year is on the YouTube channel. Midnight North is also out, and then there's also, like I said, Keller Williams is going to be out later this week.
Awesome.
And I'm just going to keep it trickling. We're going to put out one a week, just to drip it, just to get everybody hyped up once again, to make that summer just go by that much faster with a good lineup.
Oh yeah.
It happens every year. It's 80K Fest, can't wait. It's in September. And then you blink and it's September.
Yep.
To have it so close to such a beautiful, walkable area is...
It's mind-blowing.
That's what makes it.
And have you been to, many other festivals, besides that?
I went to Mountain Jam back in, 2017. That was a lot of fun. That was my first experience. And, I had never set up a tent before. I know, shame on me, shame on me. We didn't have like a mallet, but our neighbors were so nice, you know. They helped us out. They were like, "Do you guys have a mallet? What is this, your first time here?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, yeah." You know, they helped us out. It was really, really nice.
Nice.
I discovered St. Paul and the Broken Bones there. I was like, "What is this?" Their live performances are just absolutely like magical, and you know, something that makes gives you the chills. It's really something to be seen. And I was chilling in a hammock. They have something called Hammock Grove.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really
It was
cool.
this past year's PaJAMah?
No, this was I mean, I want to say they had it at the same location. That I'm not 100% about.
Okay.
But I want to say, yeah, it was at Hunter Mountain.
Oh, was that Hunter Mountain? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah,
Cool.
I'd like to say, like, at least being in that encircled fence, it's like you walk into like a different atmosphere.
Totally.
Like it doesn't feel like Georgia feels like you're at like any other festival, which I feel like is a hard thing to do in like George. Like
Exactly.
there's been like we've had like shows like Jungle Boogie, like at Automation at the Fort Henry, like mini shows at Shepherd's Park, and like, you know, like they're all great things, but like there's something where like you're just walking to like a different dimension when you're at 80K Fest.
Totally. It's like, I don't know, like we travel often for this stuff, so for us to have it in our, you know, like all of us to have it in our backyard is incredible. And I truly believe that because I think Adirondack Independence Music Festival has one of the strongest lineups. Like, it has one of the strongest lineups to me because, like, each year, like, yeah, I will say, like, it would be nice to switch up the headliner a little bit, just because, you know, keep it fresh. But everything else, like, I didn't know who People's Blues of Richmond was. People's Blues of Richmond kicks ass, and it stinks that they actually are on that hiatus.
Oh man.
But it's all good.
These things happen.
Yeah, these things happen, and then but yeah, like everyone orchestra played. Who else played this past year that was awesome? G Love Special Sauce. Pink Talking Fish, that with Greg Ormond from Pigeons. That was so
Gotta
cool.
love that.
Like,
the Rich Ortiz, he played a couple sets that were
Rich
awesome.
Ortiz played a couple sets, and I was actually like looking back at some of the footage just from like the Osmo Pocket. I was like, wow, this looks pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. No, we got released that one video of him like with that little
That kid?
Like
Yeah.
that was. I was like there with that was like so just impromptu, just like all of a sudden this little kid was just like in the crowd like just like sing along to like Rich Ortiz, and like at the end of the song Rich Ortiz started talking to him for like a little bit, and then like next thing you know this kid's like up on the stage singing a song with Rich Ortiz, and it's like oh my god.
Exactly, yeah.
So it was such like a fun genuine moment, and I was really happy I was there to capture that. So
Definitely.
like y'all should check that out.
Yeah, y'all should check that out. But yeah, how's everybody else's week been?
Mine's been pretty good. I got a cat. I'm super excited about it. Her name's Kiwi. She's an adorable little thing. She's a little calico kitty. And got her from Adirondack Save a Tray, and like was super pumped about her, you know. And like a couple days after like bringing her home, I get a call from Adirondack Save a Tray saying that like, hey, we found like a boy cat that wasn't neutered. Like, we were told that it was neutered, but it turns out his balls just never dropped. This is a thing that happens in cats. But like you might want to go like get your cat checked and like, you know, spayed if you can. So we're like, okay. So like we bring her to the vet, and yeah, she's pregnant. And like
it's a girl.
It's a girl. Yeah, so like she's pregnant, so now we have a pregnant cat. Definitely didn't sign up for this, and I feel like that was kind of not the goal, because I mean like that's the thing, they didn't want you to get your cats like spayed and neutered, so like you don't have like a whole bunch of just like kittens just like running amok. Like there's a lot of cats out there, man. So now we got a cat and it's pregnant, but like it's cool. We love the cat a lot. She's like super chill. She doesn't get into anything. Like it's the perfect cat. But yeah, so that's what's happening in my life. Like I'm dealing with pregnant kids.
You are going to be
I'm about to be a grandfather. I just became a dad, and yeah, now I'm about
You
to be
just
a
advanced
grandfather.
in years. You're
Dude.
a mature guy now,
Dude,
dog.
you can tell in my cardigan.
Yeah. Did that just grow on you? Man. don't think they make medicine for that.
No, I mean I have a cane, so I'm ready.
You
I'm
do
ready
have a cane.
I do. I'm ready. I'm so ready to be
I'm gonna
old.
get you a newsboy cap. And you'll be all set.
That would be amazing.
What about you, Catelyn? It sounded like from what we were talking about before the show started, you guys had a pretty good weekend.
I had a wonderful weekend. I really did. I had a very wonderful weekend. I took a visit to Friends Day 2020. It was absolutely excellent. So many wonderful bands. Saratoga Strings Band. There was one. We were talking earlier a little bit about discovering something new.
Yeah.
And there was a band called J-Red, and they rocked my socks, dude. They were excellent.
J-Red?
J-Red, I think, yeah.
J-Red, like Joe Russo's almost dead.
Couldn't
Maybe.
be 100% and tell ya. I don't want to agree anything about 100% about. No, they were just absolutely excellent. They really just played a wonderful set.
What type of music was it?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was definitely jam music, but then, I could bang my head a little bit. I could get
cool.
down. Ooh, I got down. I got down. It was excellent. It really was such a good time.
That's cool. And for those who don't know, we're no Farmstead Flatbread. Farmstead Flatbread is located right on Route 9 in Lake George, New York. And if you're not from the area, they really to me, I think they're one of my favorite restaurants in the area. It's different, It's not just pizza; it's a flatbread.
I do like
because you got 3 here. You got the flatbreads, and honestly, their wings are awesome too. They're really good.
I gotta check this place out.
Yeah,
I went to their Sunday brunch, man. Yeah, it was
Didn't
excellent.
2 Planets Away play?
I think 2 Planets Away did
James
play.
Woods, long hair.
Yeah,
Long
I think
Blonde
so.
Hair?
And there was a band called Brain Medicine. Oh, so sweet, so silly, so funny. Just really and truly probably a highlight of my evening. Yeah, Brain Medicine was just absolutely they were really fun to watch. They got these funny stories going on, and it's all so happy and
Nice.
check them out.
And now Saratoga Strings Band, I think that features Ryan Sullivan, I want to say.
Yeah, it does.
It
Yeah,
does.
a little
Who?
bit of K-Tone. Yeah, Kevin Catone, man.
Kevin Catone. And
He's excellent. He's so
He's,
nice.
is what's his name? Chris Cronin in that band too, or
Yeah, I think so.
really? Oh
Yeah,
no
man.
shit! Shout out to Chris Cronin. Let's
Man.
Be Leonard.
Oh yeah,
Saratoga Strings Band. Nice.
rocking guys.
Rocking guys for sure. And we do have some news for the week. First of all, I just want to say rest in peace, Neil Peart of Rush. Definitely took that hard. That was a rough one, just because
You've been on a big Rush kick lately.
I not even just that, but my family as a whole have dedicated time. We all love Rush. It's a family oriented thing. Definitely one of the things I grew up with listening to. So many great tracks. Neil Peart. Basically, he started with the band after the first album, self-entitled album, came out. From Fly By Night all the way to their end in 2018, I want to say. They just stopped playing, and no one knew why. And honestly, I think it's really cool. Well, I don't think it's really cool. I thought it was great that everything was on the hush-hush about how he had brain cancer and he was battling it for 3 years. Because I think sometimes in today's age, that's where people need to know a fine line of social media and I don't know. To me, it's just I wouldn't want somebody to know my business.
Yeah.
That to me, that's not cool. But so many great tunes. I've been on a huge Rush kick, as you know, and it just was a stab in the heart. So on what was it? Friday when it happened, I was just I'm just gonna go to my buddy's house. I went to my buddy Ramon's. Usually he'll get home from work, and I'll get there before, because he's one of those guys that has to be super up to date on technology, and has an app to unlock his door. So he gave me the access. So I'll go there, and instead of drinking a Busch on a Friday night, I drank Natty Daddy. Took it back to my college days. I bought a 6-pack. I got a little roasted, and in honor of Neil Peart, just listened to a bunch of Rush. And then made this goofy photo of Ramon actually. And
Live, laugh, avocado.
Live, laugh, avocado. You guys can't see it, but this is kind of what it was. So that's Ramon. Ramon also is a part of Mirth Films. He takes great photos, and
he loves avocados.
we put together a documentary way back in the day. It feels like now, but yeah. So we lost Neil Peart. Rest in peace, man. What else do we have? We talked about Farmstead. paJAMah. That's something we should talk about. So if you guys didn't know, we are throwing our the sequel to It's a Gala. We're calling this paJAMah at the Trap, January 25th at 8 p.m. 21 plus, only $10, and Multipede is playing. It's gonna be at one heck of a time. It's gonna be like you never left your house, cause it's paJAMah.
Yeah,
like
you can come
just like
cozy
Caleb
as
said
heck.
it. What are you guys excited most about the party?
I'm excited for like a little bit of a little Skate 2 action along with
Yeah.
Multipede. I wasn't able to see them at the summit. I left too early that night, so like it's gonna be a lot of fun to like see what they're about. Because I mean I've seen Wild Adriatic, but I haven't seen Multipede.
Yeah, Multipede is a different story.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about that, and also like you don't know this, but I'm wearing pajamas underneath my pants right now.
For what reason?
I mean, it was for warmth when I left for work this morning, and I love pajamas. Like, they're so cozy. They keep me warm.
Yeah.
Like, why would I want to wear anything else? And I found out the biggest hack was like, okay, I can just wear some pants over my pajamas and just go out in public and not get judged. So, yeah, I love my pajamas, so I'm very excited that I can just go in my pajamas. Like, I'm not going to have to change at all that day. It's going to be perfect.
There you go.
Honestly, I don't blame you. I had a thought. I was like, maybe I'll text him and be like, should we all wear pajamas to support?
Mic down.
Should we all wear pajamas to support, our paJAMah party? It's going to be a slumber party. There's going to be activities. You make a bracelet with your friends when you're sleeping over with each other. Like, oh, Tammy, you want to have a sleepover? Yeah, we'll make friendship bracelets. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be little snacks. There's going to be video games. There's going to be a TV playing Disney movies.
Bam, bing, bada, boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
These are promises. We'll
Yes.
see you there.
It's going to be a good time. $10. And, yeah, no, it's just cool. Like, Mike of the Trap allowing us to throw these events, it definitely opened our eyes to a lot of things. I never thought we'd get into promoting, but it kind of happened.
Yep.
And,
but I like to think I like to think this is an experience we learned from trying to and kind of succeeding on getting the skate park in Lake George, because I mean we tried to throw a few events because I feel like as we got older we didn't want to necessarily do as many like spaghetti dinners and coin drops, so we're like, let's throw some concerts, let's throw some events.
Yeah.
And so like we threw that one event at Shepherd's Park. I feel like we tried to throw a couple more, so it's like it was in our destiny, I feel.
It was definitely our destiny.
People love to be entertained.
That's for sure.
That's human nature, man.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. And it's going to be interesting what we'll end up doing for the next event, because, like, you did bring up a really good point. Like, we did both things that were related to clothing. What else? What's next? Like, I definitely don't want to get into, like, all right, tonight we're doing pre-Halloween party in March.
That kind of does sound fun.
But I do
Costume
think
party
I
in
was
March.
looking at the page today, and I saw April 2017 is when we started the Facebook page. Even though like we started the website in 2018, like we did like with Caleb, like we made those few videos and like it started, and like I think we should celebrate 3 years of Mirth Films.
We should.
Ooh.
With another shindig.
With another shindig.
It depends on. Well, we can figure out dates later on. But
What about Champagne? So instead of instead of mispronouncing champagne, it's Champag and then KMEE.
that is pretty entertaining. That might be something. That might be something. I feel like we should discuss this off air.
I was gonna
Yes,
say we'll
yeah.
have a meeting about
This
that.
is I gotta get this.
Strike this from the record.
Off the record.
Off the record. Back again. Doug Quimby.
Cheers.
No facts. No beer in the cup.
No beer in the cup.
Woo! I might
Yeah.
actually grab another one of those.
Yeah,
but-
can I snag one of those, please?
Oh, of course you can.
Thank you.
Bing.
Wow.
So Doug, what news you got this week, man?
Okay, so I forgot to mention this last week. Didn't really get into news topics. So this has been going on for the past few weeks, and it's been kind of entertaining to me. So Texas marijuana prosecutions have dropped by more than half since they lawmakers passed a law about legalizing hemp, which is basically weed that is I think below 0.03% if I'm not mistaken.
You're mistaken?
Mirth staken. I'm foaming up over here, guys. All right. And so the biggest thing is that they don't really have the technology to test the weed in labs to see how much THC they is in it. So they have been making a lot of arrests, but it's also they can't really test this stuff. So it's basically there's might as well this is kind of too much of a hassle because it's gonna take a month, 2 months to find out if this eighth of weed is hemp or not. So they've been kind of doing that, and this one man was actually put in jail for about a month for he had a U-Haul full of hemp. He had he had 3,350 pounds, nearly 2 tons of hemp. But he had the paperwork of he had it tested in a lab and all that. So he got pulled over, showed the cop hey, no, this is hemp that doesn't have that much THC. Cop arrested him anyway. He's I'm not buying that. Arrested him. So it took literally a month for them to get the lab results of testing the weed that he had. Turns out it was hemp. It was of the legal limit, so they let him go. So it's just a lot of stuff like that is happening in Texas. So now in Austin, they are considering making basically decriminalizing low level amounts of weed because it's just too much of a hassle to deal with. So that's pretty cool. I think Austin is on the path to recreation because obviously the system they have going is just kind of a hassle.
It is.
But I'm glad they're working it out. They're figuring it out. That's you got to test the waters.
Do you think they test every single piece of weed? What took them so long?
I mean,
Yeah,
well,
they're inspired.
so reading up about
We're
it,
gonna get
that was a lot of I mean, the lawmakers really wanted to pass this law hastily, but a lot of the people who are in the labs and whatnot, we're not capable of doing all of that because apparently there are ways to test weed to see how much THC in it because really they only have or at least a lot of the tests they have there are they can see whether it has THC or no. So that doesn't really help to determine how much actual THC is in it. So there was just they were not ready to pass the hemp law in the first place. So yeah, but instead of just going around okay, we're gonna legalize hemp but still keep weed illegal.
Right.
Okay, we'll legalize it medically. Okay, I guess we'll go recreationally. Just let's just go. Just let weed be a thing. Let's just
Honestly, who
legalize
cares?
it. It's too much of a headache. Tax it, make some money off it.
If you
we'll be
use
okay.
it or you don't, it is 2020. Things are a lot different.
Look at that phone. It looks like we're
You know?
playing.
Things are a lot different these days. It's. I think it's
It
more
most
widely
definitely is.
accepted.
And
I just if you really want to. I know a lot of people are oh, you're bringing it back to the alcohol case again. Well, seriously though, you alcohol Dewey's and just drinking and
lot of
driving
deaths.
accidents add up to 200,000 plus a year. And
not even just accidents, just
Yeah.
drinking. You can literally drink yourself to death, and
you can drink yourself to death.
and weed's got zero bodies. Facts.
5 facts. Yeah, exactly.
But besides that, even the few states that have legalized it recreationally, it's not really anything is going wrong. It's not chaos has ensued because this one plant is now legal. They've
Right.
been generating a lot of money and been able to use that in the state for great things. So it's just why are we doing this?
Well,
But
we shouldn't have done here.
somehow got political on the Kind of Living podcast, which we decided to steer clear from.
Yeah.
So let's go into the next
Drift.
news topic. Mac Miller's family announced that they're going to be releasing a brand new Mac Miller album entitled Circles on January 17th, and it's like actually an accompanying album to Swimming. Like they go together. It was an album he was working on as he like passed away, and like Swimming came out a month before he passed away, so this is all very recent. But he was working on this with this one guy, John Byron. So he was able to like go ahead and like finish the album in the way that he thought like Mac would have wanted it.
Yeah.
And so that is gonna be released January 17th. And they even brought out a new single called Good News, and with an accompanying music video is definitely like, you know, it's Mac.
I thought it was really good.
It was a very good
really
music
good.
video. If you're a Mac fan,
Did you listen to it, Caitlin? The new Mac Miller song?
I actually did.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty nice. You know, I felt I can see where it accompanies like Swimming, like as an album. You know, it's kind of that same. I feel like it was a pretty like. It kind of had like an upbeat to it, but you know his voice. I feel like especially in like the album Swimming too, like his voice has such like a. I don't know, it kind of like pulls you in. It's kind of sad. It's kind of.
It's very like genuine, like. I want to say authentic, but that just doesn't seem like a word right now to me.
Yeah.
No,
authentic. That's the word.
That's him. You can tell he was going through something, and I feel like that's where like it like hits me. Is like you can like feel it. I'm sure a lot of people feel this way, but I guess just like verbalize it. That's how I do.
Yeah, no, he was a very open person. Definitely wore his feelings on the sleeve and let everybody in for it, and now that's what I think made him who he was. So. I'm definitely very happy about this project. I really miss Mag, and it's nice to have another album, and like I'm really happy that it is accompanying Swimming. Like I'm pumped. So I'll be talking about that next podcast. Don't you worry.
And I do also want to bring up one other topic. Let me just pull up the article here on mirth-films.com. Please check out mirth-films.com. You can find all the latest news, concert reviews, podcasts, all of our videos, and even the merch that everybody's wearing tonight is all found right on the website. And we are actively looking for people to sponsor the website. So if you're looking to place an ad, please reach out. Mirth is King 518@gmail.com, or even if you have any suggestions or things you would like to talk to us about on the podcast, that's how you reach out to us. Mirth is King 518@gmail.com. But yeah, something I wanted to talk about. Metallica, boys from SF. They donated $500,000 to help aid the Australian wildfire relief, which is super sad. Because of all the devastation.
That was a weird way to put that. I know what you're talking about, but that was just
talking about
weird.
so much sad stuff right now.
Sorry, I didn't have to say it.
It's
Don't worry, I got a couple good news topics after this. We'll bring it back up. Don't worry. But yeah, go into the sad wildfires in Australia, please.
Okay. You just
we sound so bad.
You guys do. You're awful.
No, where do we get these cups, you know?
Yeah, no, but no, seriously, but like over, I think it was like 500 million animals died due to the wildfire. I think it was 24 people, but think about it, half a billion animals. Australia is pretty diverse with just the amount of animals that are there. Reptiles, kangaroos, obviously.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of animals that are native to Australia that aren't anywhere else in the world. So it's definitely a very bad situation. And I don't know if you guys seen like pictures of like the continent on fire at night, but like Deanna showed me a picture the other day, and it's like all on fire. Like
it's messed up.
Like
it's just so
like
horrific,
you can see it.
know?
Yeah, you can see
like
it.
people like are like all posted up like on the East Coast. The whole East Coast is on fire. All of West Coast is on fire. There's fire in the inland. Like I don't know like what or how they can do, but like I'm really happy. It seems like there's definitely been a lot of like support. Outreach and support from a lot of different people in different areas. So like let's put out them fires.
Especially like in today's age, like with just just like the glaciers retreating.
Yeah.
This definitely like plays into a factor for sure. And I mean, isn't it screwed up maybe sometime in like 75 years a kid won't grow up knowing what like a lion could be extinct? Just like hypothetical, I'm not saying, but like, you know, who knows?
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, koalas are like they're on the line. I feel right now, like, this is not a good situation for them. Like, they eat eucalyptus leaves. I don't know if they have eucalyptus leaves in other places other than Australia, but I know, like, Australia had, like, a lot of strict things about, like, bringing their animals, like, outside of Australia. So, like, that was definitely very detrimental to them now. So, like, I don't know. I really hope that people are able to get this thing under control. I have no idea how you fight wildfires.
No, seriously.
That's
yeah,
just
you
but,
can't.
hey,
I mean,
I did
even like with California, like it took months, I want
Yeah.
to say, for like a lot of those fires to get put out, for sure.
Most definitely, but I did see some like something online about like they were dropping like carrots to all the animals out of they were dropping them out of a helicopter, which I thought was a very weird way to do it. But
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
Rob Schneider is a stapler. Other than that, it snowed in Texas, but it was 60 degrees like 2 days in 2 days ago in upstate New York.
Yeah, seriously, like for the gig that we had to do at Honest for the CPOD God Street Wine thing in Saratoga, we got done with the gig. We weren't like out of there till like 2:30.
Yeah.
It was like 61 degrees.
Like it was sweater weather. Sweater weather.
It was absolutely like such an excellent.
It's a summer night.
Temperature outside. I walked around like without like my cardigan on. I was like chilling. Rain. It was a little bit of rain, but honestly not bad.
It was good.
It was fun.
It was good. But it snowed in Texas. While that was going on.
Oh wow!
if you
seems like the
That's
tides
wild.
have turned.
Yeah, right.
That's absolutely wild.
Yeah, and also last little bit of news: Taco Bell is now offering 6 figures to its store manager and offering sick pay time off. So they're stepping up. They want some dedicated workers there, and they're willing to fork over the cash. So McDonald's, what's up?
Yeah. Send in our app after this.
But no, I think that's awesome. Like I think that's really good, and I feel like they deserve that. Like I feel like running any fast food establishment is a lot of work. And like
stress,
especially with Taco Bell, they're open to like 3-4 in the morning.
When you're in these fast food restaurants, and God bless you for the people who do work there that are watching this. Like hearing those goddamn fucking beepers, like going off.
Oh my
beep,
god,
beep, beep,
it's
beep,
terrible.
beep, yeah. And then you
all
got
day,
this
every
upset
day.
person. Oh, you forgot the ketchup on the McChicken. I'm sorry. I'm
Ketchup
sorry.
comes on McChickens.
That's it.
I think it's mayo. They're good.
No,
I
it's-
support the
it's-
McChicken. I support the $2 items.
I am a big
McChicken.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Taco Bell, that's cool.
Yeah,
like
Taco Bell's
especially like manager. You're a manager at a store right now, and
I am, and I'm
so you're in charge of people.
I'm nowhere near making $100,000 a year.
Maybe
That's like at least 4 times, a little more than 4 times what I make as a manager. But hey, I'm not here to point fingers. I just
report the facts.
I'm reporting news, reporting facts over here off the record. Doug Quimby.
Off the record. Cool.
So
And something that we could jump into quick. This giving our viewers the time to be able to just let all of this sink in. We've been doing a new game called Two Truths and a Lie.
Woo.
And Two Truths and a Lie. Doug, explain the game, man.
2 truths and a lie. So we've all come up with 3 statements. 2 are true, 1's a lie. And we all are going to guess to which one is the lie. So, like, basically, who can bullshit the best? And you viewers on YouTube who are watching this live can also play if you comment in what you think our lies are. And we're going to go off with all of our 3 statements here. And then we're going to go into something else for a little bit and then come back with our answers. So this is Two Truths and a Lie.
Two Truths and a
And
Lie,
this is kind of
everybody.
live, kind of living podcast. So
All
who's
right.
going first?
I'll go first.
You want to go first?
Okay, so my two truths and a lie. Here we go. I've seen Twiddle ring in the new year twice. I'm going to read this again. I've seen Twiddle ring in the new year twice. I have a book written about me. And then my favorite beer is Michelob Ultra. Well, my first favorite beer was Michelob Ultra. All right.
You got some good ones in there,
Yeah.
I am having a debate between two of them.
right?
All right, you guys next.
That's a good one. All right, I'll go up next. So my first one, I pitched a baseball inning where no one got on base. I got an arm. I'll repeat that one more time. I pitched a baseball inning where nobody got on base.
You pitched a baseball inning.
No one got on base.
You struck
No.
them all out.
No one could hit. No one could get a hit off me. It was fine. It was cool. I did good.
The confidence is there, but
Did you
I'm
do
still
that?
suspicious.
Huh?
Did you do good?
I mean, no one got on base. I think I did pretty well as a pitcher. I invented a game called Elephant in a Puddle. Yeah, I invented a game called Elephant in a Puddle.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Was it fun?
It's a blast, but it has to be raining. And also, Magic Hat number 9 is my favorite beer. Once again, Magic Hat number 9, my favorite brewski. I like the little, like, not fortunes, but they have little, like, sayings on their caps. Like, it's really nice. I've been collecting them for
Oh,
a few
Doug,
years.
you got me for a wall run here.
That's the point.
Is that so?
Caitlin.
Hey. Not gonna lie, I forgot what ones I was gonna do, but that's okay. I'm gonna come up with something real slick. So I'm gonna tell you guys 3 true things about me.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. And so one of them is that, as a fact, I really enjoyed going to New York City on chorus trips. That's a fact. I did enjoy it.
I believe you.
Another fact. Another fact is that your pores form sebaceous fluids, and that's why you get clogged pores. And another fact, because obviously these are all facts, I know a dog named WINWAN.
Well, shit.
Okay.
You got some good ones there. You got some good facts
So,
there.
guys,
Comment in.
comment, let us know what you think. And just to bring this to, just switch this up a little bit here, we're going to check out the chat, which there's some
Oh,
good
there's
stuff
a
here.
lot of that. Let's get in on this.
It's
So,
been a busy chat.
Busy
Holy
chat. Thank you
shit.
guys, all the YouTube viewers commenting
you.
in. Started off Dylan McKenzie, 12-second latency, very fast.
Still don't get it.
Still don't get it. But it's awesome. Thank you, Dylan. We still don't know how you figure out that information, but thank you for figuring out that information. Okay, so like this is something that I've been like worried about for a minute. I don't know how to pronounce your name, and I'm gonna try. Natish says, "Hey yo, I'm very sorry if I butchered your name, but like you're the
Can
man."
you phonetically spell it out for us?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Could you?
And because we just want to say
You've been a very dedicated
fan. Man.
Like,
thank
I see your
you
name
so much.
all the time. Thank you for supporting Mirth Films.
Yeah.
Glad you're
Thank
commenting in to the Kind of Live, Kind of Living podcast. Dylan McKenzie, KLKL premieres are the best. Talking about the Facebook premieres. So yeah, Facebook viewers, glad you're tuning in. If you don't know, we do this live on YouTube every Monday around 8 o'clock. So
Yes, we do.
Tune in and you can comment in with everybody else.
Yes.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Whim wham.
Back to Natish. Hey, speaking of cameras, y'all are getting good at live multicam. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
This is definitely getting
It's been fun,
very, very
man.
fun. Like live streaming at Sea Gods was like my first time like manning the board at a concert, and like definitely a blast. Like you kind of like get grooving to the music and start like hitting it on
To
beat.
the beat,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
do a little transition in there. Like oh yeah, okay, all right. Yeah. Really feel a part of it. little white. Bill McKenzie with my out-of-state cousin, and I also talked to Ramon in person today. Oh, that's what's up, Ramon.
What did you think of Ramon in person? Let us know in the comments below.
I love the guy.
I love him. He's a great guy.
Dylan's also loving camcorders more and more every day with the work he's inspiring to do. That's awesome.
Yes, Dylan.
That's is like camcorder is the one with like the
So-
VCR tape, right? VHS tape.
No. Basically, so what a camcorder is, camcorder. This cam is a camcorder. I mean, it's not a camcorder. It's
that's
DSLR
DSLR.
mirrorless style body interchangeable lens.
If only you could see what you're seeing on.
And this one, actually,
You didn't-
we
you
could.
didn't.
We could show them quick.
Oh yeah. Oh no, cam down. I mean
Cam
Mike.
down.
Mike.
Mic down. Yeah, so we're gonna show you guys just exactly. Get some crazy stuff going on here. What the heck happened? We good?
Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Sorry. For the audio listeners, we just had a little spaz out here on the podcast. Well, we're gonna go to camera 4 here. Just set it up. Get this focus going so I don't look. There we go. So, okay, guys, what's going on? So this is usually what we'll use for RAM cam is the Panasonic GH4 fisheye. But just to switch things around, this is basically the set of the Kind of Live, Kind of Livin podcast. We have a cheap crapo $200 camera, which actually does great.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's a workhorse.
Nice. That's a camcorder. Panasonic HXC 1000. Panasonic G7. Great camera to learn on for taking photos and video. We got what kind of board is this?
The soundboard.
We got a board that produces sound. It's a Behringer board. The V1 HD Roland switcher board, which is what we've been doing all the multicams with, and that's what we're going to be switching back. So if you see my fingers moving like this, that's why.
what that means. Moving on. Wolfpack. I know what you mean about people being just in frame. Going through that right now with a few of my eggy shots. It's Frisbee, by the way. Kyle Frisbee!
Frisbee!
Love you. Love your shots. And yeah, you know, people with like tall people in their heads, dude. Always like it always has to
Honestly-
line up perfectly. I mean, I don't know, like it's just a thing. Like I'm kind of just like you live it now. But yeah, crop them. Crop that photo. Crop
I
top.
love this one. Doug the fucking man.
Thank you. Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Tommy boy, Tom Shasla.
Tommy 3-leg.
That's why you're not answering my texts. Forget it's KL night. That's right, Tom.
Yeah.
And you know what? You should be here.
Yeah, you should be here. You've only, what was he on, episode 19? Or 21?
I think 19 is right. It was the only daytime podcast.
Only daytime podcast.
We're not a daytime type of people. Dylan McKenzie making Moscow mules for the family tonight. I don't know what a Moscow mule is, but it
Caleb
sounds
Lewis's
like
favorite drink.
I thought that was
So-
a White Russian.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. Oh my. Where is this Everyone Orchestra show at from Nitesh? It's at Putnam Place.
Saratoga Springs, downtown. And if you can't make it, man, just watch the
Tune into
live stream.
We got you.
We got
We
you.
got you. And he will confirm that Eggy fucks.
Eggy fucks.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Dylan, hope you are at ADK Fest this year. Really do hope you're there as well. You know, it'd be awesome to have you there. Nitesh, 80K is one of the few fests I refuse to miss this year, and that is
the truth.
That's the truth. You
That's
shouldn't
the
miss
truth.
that
Yeah,
one.
don't miss it.
I feel like this year is gonna have a lot more people who weren't able to attend for the last few years. You know, like I don't know exactly who in particular, but like I feel like a lot of people are like out of college. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm knocked into my brew. And like it's just like
old man. Jeez.
I know, man.
Look at your life.
I'm gonna be falling asleep by the end of this podcast.
Wow.
I just feel like it's gonna be a good one. Like it's been really hyped up and pumped up the past few years. It's been
this last one was banging.
proven methods. 80K Fest. So
hopefully we'll be live streaming it too. That'd be cool.
Hopefully, but no hints here. Going back to the is that a Sega Dreamcast? No, it is a projector. You were right. But
that is the truth.
That is the truth. It's a projector.
No
but
lies
like
there.
you know what? Okay, like let me just go on a little something real quick. Sorry for so many rants in this podcast. Projector like revolutionary. Like I had like a really big TV given to me by my sister. It was like 50 inches. Made life amazing. Like I didn't want to go back to like a small TV again, you know? It was really nice. One day, while in the middle of watching like Grey's Anatomy, things were intense, surgeries were happening, and it just went black. Like just cut out immediate, like just all together, like no power, light, none of that. So it's like after like a few months of just like, because like what do you do with a 50-inch TV once it's broken? Turns out you have to pay money at the dump for them to take it.
And you had a big ass TV.
Like, dude, yeah, it was huge. It was like 50 inches, and it was like one of like the first like flat screen TV. So it kind of had a little bit of a back, and it it had weight to it. And also about like a really nice base to it, because like my sister gave it to me without a base, because they put it on their wall. While I'm like, I rent, I can't put TVs on my wall. So I bought like a nice like stand, and it like swiveled it, so like wherever like at our last apartment you could like turn it so like everyone could see it like all nice and dandy. But yeah, no, I had to toss that. But like, so I didn't want to invest like $200-300 into like another big TV, but like a projector is like only $100. You can have it like what 10 feet away from your wall, and it's like 100 inches. Like it's like my screen's the size of my wall. My eyes don't get tired because I'm not looking at a screen. I have like external speakers that I plug into it, so like I have like basically surround sound behind me. Yeah. Like I can plug in my Xbox to it. It works with an HDMI. Like it's revolutionary, and I don't think I'll buy another TV again.
And that's that on that.
Projector.
Yeah, keep TVs in the 2010s.
Yeah, we don't need those. 2020s projectors all the way.
That's honestly revolutionary. I'm just running the whole process through my head, and like that sounds like some quality viewing.
Like altogether, the setup was like maybe $140. That's including the sheet and the speakers. Like, and it's way bigger than any TV I could afford.
I've been watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy recently, which also includes the Hobbit trilogy. Oh. It's my first time. Shame on me, but
I haven't seen any of them, so don't worry about it.
Thank you. Haven't seen Harry Potter, and I feel like
you haven't seen Harry Potter.
I've seen Harry Potter.
I've seen bits and pieces. I know, and like I feel like people look at me when I say that, and they're like, two truths and a lie.
We don't worry about it. I'm only like a movie and a half in on Star Wars. Like I'm.
You've never seen Star Wars?
I feel you there. Feel you there.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest.
Like you don't need it in your life to like keep living. Like it's not.
Yeah, kind of do.
But do you though? But do you?
I feel like I got all my knowledge.
I feel like you need water and food, but Star Wars isn't. It's shelter, but Star Wars isn't a part of that.
Don't get me wrong. I can completely appreciate like the whole made-up worlds, the amount of time those individuals took to create these infinite realities, these infinite stories from these universes. I think that part is very beautiful. The whole act of character creation and creating characters that people can either love or they can hate, or they can think like, hey, fuck this guy. Absolutely. And then as I've gotten into I'm watching them, I just watched the it's like the League of the Rings. So what is
Lord of the Rings?
No, it's Lord of the Rings, but it's the first. It's like 4, 5,
The
6.
Fellowship of the Ring?
Yeah, Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah, thank you. So I just watched that, and that was pretty good. Can't stay awake during a movie, though. I'm the worst. I always fucking fall asleep every single time.
Yeah. No, I hear ya.
No, it can be hard. All right, we can hop back into this whirlwind of comments. Chris Browser, hey yo, nice show. Hey yo, what's up, Chris? Thank
What's up,
you.
Chris?
It's been a minute. You were on. I don't know how you remember these episode numbers. Like at this point, it's very hard to keep up. But he was on one of the
Episode 30.
Episode 30.
Yep.
Episode 30. Go check that out with Chris Browser. That was an amazing episode.
It
Shout
was.
out to Chris. You know you're an amazing skateboarder. Henry Summons. Would you guys and ladies be down to have Jerry Turlowitz play at your next Mirth event?
Please let us know at mirthisking518@gmail.com. That way
Yep.
you can check out the music, send us some links. We'd definitely be interested to hearing what we could do next.
Oh yeah, and Deanna also commented Jenny Turlowitz, so
Add
we'll
it.
definitely check them out. Nitesh, brr, I can't roll my R's.
Where does he say that?
It fucking right there. He's making the cat noise. I guess this was I was talking about my cat. I can't purr, but I can. Dylan McKiss, looks like Doug's Place will be big time kitty soon. It will be, and I'm the biggest of the kitties. But
Honestly, it would be pretty funny if like there was like a video of like big time kitty playing an acoustic set to your brand new kittens. I mean, like no close shots to them. I don't know.
It'll be in the works for a sketch.
Yes.
stay tuned to Mirth Films for more random content. Nitesh, I want to work at an animal sanctuary. Is that like where like animals just like go to have fun and like live the life? Because like yeah,
I feel like
I really want to be a cat.
I don't.
Dude, like why wouldn't you be? So like cat, they sleep for like.
Because they don't like water? I
What do you mean, dude? My cat like drinks a whole bunch of water.
I mean, like, if you were to put a cat in the water, it
yeah,
would
dude,
freak
but like
the
think of it,
fuck
dude. They're
out, like-
looking and cleaning themselves like all day, well, not
But
all
as
day.
as a person in that body, I think I would like to be able to go in the water.
Well, maybe you'd be a cat that likes water.
Okay.
Remember I was talking
What's up,
about
Ross?
watching those big cat videos, like the fucking pumas and shit? They have videos on their Instagrams of these large cats swimming in water.
Dude, tigers can
chilling.
swim. Tigers
Wow.
don't care. Tigers like will swim and get you.
You get alligators.
Dude, yeah, they're sitting in like the zoos, they're swimming around, which, you know, but like the sanctuaries, they have these bodies of water for like these little animals.
Oh, they do
to be
have
in.
them. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Holy
I guess
crap.
they're big animals, they're not little animals at all. They're big.
Well, I hope you get to work at Animal Sanctuary, Nitesh.
Yeah, dude. Those big cats look fun.
Oh, Chris Browser, guys, walked cast last week. Should be walking in a week.
Awesome.
Awesome,
Skating in a
man.
month.
Well, I mean, you can wait till spring, man. You
Yeah.
want to make sure the ankle is back
Yeah,
to
stay off the
100%.
snowboard, man. Just get healthy.
Relax, man. Play some of them. Play some sticks.
Play some
Skater
sticks.
XL session. Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Whoa!
Gonna sneak on through.
So, okay, what else we got here?
A whole bunch.
Literally a whole bunch. She enjoyed it. It's no surprise. Grateful Dead is amazing. What is he referring to?
Huh? Oh, J-Rad?
J-Rad kicks ass. I just want to say, J-Rad, not J-Rad. J-Rad is one of my favorite, like, cover bands of all time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, J-Rad was a band that kind of, like, spurred, like, a conversation we had on episode 3 or 2 of the podcast of, like, cover bands and, like, remember that? Like,
Kinda.
but, like, J-Rad, to me, I wouldn't say they interpret the Grateful Dead, like note for note, but they bring they play at such a high energy and level that it's like rip roaring Grateful Dead. It's awesome. It's so good. It consists of Marco Benevento. Who else? You got Marco Benevento, Joe Brusso, obviously. You have Tom Hamilton. You have Scott Metzger. I forgot the bassist's name, but he's also the bassist of Ween. They're awesome. They went to the they played at the Palace Theater last year, but they're always around the circuit. Go check out J-Rad.
For sure. Okay, let me... Sorry, my computer's kind of spazzing out. Just put a little beer on it.
It's strong. I bet it won't blow a .08.
Dylan McKenzie's watching the podcast with Simba, my aunt-uncle senior pit bull. Aw. Dude, pit bulls are, like, so dope. Like, I don't like the stigma against pit bulls. Like, yeah, they kind of look vicious, but, like, they are the, like, sweetest freaking dogs. Like, I've looked over a couple pit bulls, and, like, pit bulls deserve all of the loving. They do. They do. And Natish, R.I.P. Neil. Yes, R.I.P. Neil. Let's take a sip for Neil.
Yeah, sip for Neil.
Sip for Neil. Moment of silence. Dylan McKenzie, Ramon's place is a Best Buy place. Best Buy holds his house together. How much technology does that kid have? Does he have like a smart house, basically?
Well, like his garbage cans are smart garbage cans.
What is a smart garbage can?
The lid opens itself. So you go, the sensor like when you put your hand over far enough, it'll know to open like the latch, and like you can throw the garbage in and then it just shuts.
You got motion sensor garbage cans, Ramon?
That's how teched out he is.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
The door locks. You gotta use a door opener. I gave him shit for the longest time. I was like, dude, it's such a pain in the ass. I can't ring the doorbell. Because like this one time, Ramon, I wanted to throw him through a wall. Like, he literally, like...
That's not a new thing.
Ramon is, in the recent times, I love you, dude. But he's been playing a lot of the sticks, you know, like ball Steam, and he's been playing a lot of Apex Legends, so he'll get into it. And I'll, like, before I had the app, I would have to be like, yo, I'm not on the front door, and he would unlock the door with his app, and I would have to open the door. This one time, I told him, and then, like, he waited, like, 10 minutes to open the door for me, because he was in a tough battle. In Apex Legends. I gave him a bunch of shit for it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Ramona. Dylan McKenzie also got some new MLS photography jobs from agents coming out of retirement.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Make that cash, man.
And you know, he's wearing thermals under his pajamas if he goes there because it sounds like it's going to be cold.
Be cold.
I need to get some thermals, actually. That's one thing I'm slacking on.
Dude, some long johns. My dad loves long johns.
Dude, I've been wanting to get long johns for like at least 6 years now and still haven't gotten around to it. You know, hey.
They are expensive. I will say, like, good high quality long johns, they exist.
They
do.
That's also what Wolfpack also said. Doug, long johns, my friend. Yep. I'm gonna get some long johns, guys. This is Doug. Don't be ashamed of wearing your PJs in public. I'm not. I just like I work and I can't like wear my PJs at work.
So wear them at the paJAMah party, right?
I'm gonna. You know I'm gonna.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. There's a lot of activities. And a lot of good music.
Lots of good music.
Come to the paJAMah party.
Chris Browser, there's a little Hudson Falls in all of us. I think that might be related
to Falls.
Hudson Falls.
So
I
what?
love Hudson Falls.
I think it might be related to like pajamas. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe a little more clarification.
I used to go to Hudson Falls.
I only lived there for
in
a
the
minute.
summer.
I did a girl in Hudson Falls one time.
I remember because when I was walking out of summer school, I was like, "Oh, what is Doug doing out here?" Oh, you're hanging out with your girlfriend at summer school.
Hey, at least I wasn't in summer school,
you guys
Frank.
Are You're right.
Bada bing, bada boom.
WINWAN.
Dylan McKenzie, baked beans. Yes, is it on Mirth Films or is it on?
It's on Mirth Films. Go check out Baked Beans.
Check out Baked Beans. Cameron Oz, you're a wonderful actor. Fucking.
He's an actor.
Actor.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
He's a great actor. He ate baked beans in some very unpleasant circumstances. So, yeah, go watch that. And taste the magic beans. Yeah, I love me some magic beans. The Mackenzie Frankie sipped after cheering and like nice.
Okay, so what's? Oh, I sipped after cheersing.
Yeah, you sipped after cheersing. You're
with it.
doing good. Like you used to not do that.
I feel like that.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
Like cheers to Frankie sipping.
Yeah, I was thinking about that before the podcast. I was like, wow, that hasn't been mentioned quite a bit.
Yeah, you've been doing good. Frankie has transitioned to 2.0. Oh my god.
It's not good.
What do you mean it's not good, dude? You're finally drinking after cheers. Like, yeah, you should do that.
It's like, hey, cheers, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. To myself. Yeah.
To myself. Natasha, I thought New York decriminalized weed.
They haven't yet.
No,
No. The bill passed, but hasn't gone into effect.
We're getting there.
Yep.
But he also said, yeah, the state police in Williston, Vermont signed and sealed that delivery. Oh, maybe he's talking about a different thing. Smoke weed every day. I've never almost died driving on weed, but this one time I did have to pull over because my friends wouldn't stop making me laugh.
I love that. Well,
I'm happy about that journey. But yeah, hey, and you know what? You pulled over because you weren't able to drive because you were being smart about it. Bop. Dylan McKenzie, I love Circles. I love the Circles song, Good News. Hell yeah. Dylan McKenzie, Mac Miller. Check that out. Good News, Circles, January 17th. Christopher Bowser, featuring Tupac. Bop. Natesh, send some love to Mac. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Mac.
Dylan cried watching the music video, and the editing was super trippy. That was one thing. Like, it was a fully animated video. They took in a lot of like stills of like him playing like instruments and just like different albums and like all that. Like, it was a very like personal music video. It was awesome. You should watch it. It was good. Natish, yeah, y'all should cover some local hip-hop artists. You should check out Wavy Cunningham, who is a local hip-hop artist who we've actually done a couple videos for. He is amazing, and I listen to him like at least once a week. He's fire. Go check him out. Wavy Cunningham. He's on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music. He actually just released another new song, and I think it's called I'm Good. Don't quote me on that. Off the record, Doug Quimby. But check it out on SoundCloud. Dylan McKenzie, I miss Steve Ehrman and wish he was here to speak about it. Some animals may have gone extinct.
Steve Ehrman, huh?
Dude, no, like, I get it. Like, he was from Australia. Dude, like,
Steve Irwin, bro.
Off the record, Doug Quimby. Yeah, dude, no, I feel like Steve Irwin would fight the fires with his fists.
He probably would be pretty crazy.
That's funny.
Deanna, people don't realize that Australia is about the same size as the U.S. That is very true, and like it's all on fire. It's like if Cali was just like the United States and just on fire. Like, it's a real situation. Eucalyptus trees are made of oil and are very flammable from Dylan. Well, that's not good.
That's a fact.
This is a
That's
fact.
a fun fact.
You know,
I think.
sick man
I didn't
don't
know
lie.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like I've seen eucalyptus oil.
Due to circumstances, it's very sad, but otherwise,
Learning
that's a
lot.
cool fact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really unfortunate as of right now.
Feel bad, but
Man.
what? Wolfpack, it's turnable. I like it. Book. Okay. Dylan McKenzie, Frankie doesn't have a book about him. Oh, we're in the Two Truths and a Lie segment. Okay. So let's tap back into it.
Well,
Two Truths and
let's
a
get
Lie.
through all the comments first.
I'm pretty sure a lot of these comments are about... Yeah, these are all about Two Truths and a Lie. Well, there's a few about Rant Cam.
Yeah, let's go through it.
Okay, my bad. Oh my god.
Seen Twiddle ring in the new year. We're just gonna want to just read them as we go.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to like I jumped ahead a lot. So if you read a couple, I'll find it.
Okay, yeah. Frankie doesn't have a book about him. Seen Twiddle ring in the new year. He left before midnight in 2016. No way, Frankie's got a big deal. I believe that.
It wasn't that he had a book deal. He has a book on him.
Wow, way to correct, huh?
Dude, you gotta really pay attention with the Two Truths and a Lie. It's all about that wording. I'll tell you that right now.
Who was on first?
That's the lie. What? Okay.
Okay, no, it's a joke.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I remember being. I remember what joke is it? Who does it?
What are you talking about?
I'm on first. Who's on first? Who's on second? You don't know that?
No.
I'm gonna have to say I don't know anything about this.
John Blanks.
Okay.
Well, you look that up. Okay,
who's
Doug's good at this game.
Albert and Costello. Who's on first? It's one of the. It's a famous skit, and there was this one time when I was working at Spectrum News. I I worked with this guy, Chip Ordway. Shout out, Chip. Chip is he was this guy I worked in the master control unit where we controlled like 8 different like markets across New York State, and like we would like shoot the shit about random stuff at like 3 a.m. because like I worked midnight to 9 a.m. at the time, and like he'd be like, who's on first? I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. He's like, you don't know who's on first? I'd be like, no. And like that's what he's referring to, but go back on.
Who's on
That's
first?
really funny.
Natesh, okay, Doug's good at this game.
True
FK, pitch a no-hitter is alive from Wolfpack. And Natesh agreed, yeah, that's the least likely. Nobody names their dog WINWAN.
WINWAN.
Henry, would you guys and ladies be down to have Jenny Turwitz play at your next event again?
We're gonna have to check them out.
I'm gonna have to check them out. We'll get back to you on that.
Mirth
Mirth is King, 518@gmail.com.
Wait, where did it say that?
Well, I just said that.
No, who said that? Jenny
Henry.
Turlowitz.
Henry Summons.
Is that dude? You know, I think they said it before. I know it
Yeah,
was
they
definitely
did.
mentioned before. So we're definitely gonna take a minute to check that out. I love seeing new music. I love something that I can get funky too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah. We'll look into it. Jenny Tolwarts. Oh, man, I'm so terrible at pronouncing things.
Jenny Tolwarts.
Tolwarts. Jenny Tolwarts. We'll check her out. Don't you worry. Wolfpack, sorry about the eggy pictures.
Jenny
Don't you worry.
Tolwarts.
Eggy pictures are great.
Okay, I have a feeling. Okay, I'm not gonna say this on the podcast, but I have a feeling I know who that person is. And I'll explain why.
Okay.
I'll explain why. Truth and a lie. I'll explain why. I promise.
I'm not
promise.
gonna say it on
This
the
is
podcast.
super interesting. Okay. Natesh is a fake name. You can say it like net. It's actually a Windows operating system command to control your networking software.
WINWAN, yeah.
Wow.
Is that what he's referring to?
No, he's talking about his name, dude.
Nutch.
Nuts.
You guys said Natesh.
Well, no, because Natesh said nobody names
No,
his
it's
dog
nuts.
WINWAN. No, it's nuts.
Dude,
Little did you know, man.
I'm like down here now, man. I'm like 4 comments below, man. Let's get to it.
I'm so 4 comments ago about this. All right, you're
Yo,
next.
cheers to WINWAN.
Yeah, boy. Wolfpack, Holly's transition. Natesh, don't spill the beer. Well, it already happened.
Who's on first?
And Nesh, I feel like I dropped acid. Well, that's what happens. Deanna, that was amazing. Nesh. Who is that guy in the corner? That's Dave, and you say no to him, okay, man?
Yes.
No.
And we
Henry-
actually did we ever tell the story?
We've told the story, so yeah.
I don't think we did on the podcast though.
How have we not told? I'll tell it, but I
No, the story of who Dave actually is.
Oh, that.
Remember?
I don't. You should tell that. You
I
probably
don't-
remember.
I thought you remember.
Fucking
better than I
Christ,
remembered.
Frankie! I'm so bad with memories.
Memories, Dave.
Yeah. Don't worry about Dave.
Don't worry.
Henry.
I'll figure it out.
I did say your name wrong. Jenny Tolwarts. Correction.
We're sorry.
And Dana, if you don't use that rant cam to show off my cat in one of those, I'm gonna riot. Don't worry. Kiwi will come back around some
Why
point
don't we
when I
bring
do.
Kiwi onto the podcast?
We had a wonderful.
Never had a
Kiwi,
cat.
we never have had a cat, but Kiwi likes to do her own thing. Oh, is she over here? Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna pick her up and bring her over here. She's not gonna be down for it for too long because she does like her own thing. But give me 1 second.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this cat on here.
Right, we are going to get this cat on here.
Please tell me you're gonna post
It's
that thing.
Jenny
Frankie.
Tolwarts. I don't know why. This has got me on like a riddle here.
I love this. I love this piece of information. You guys can drink some water and eat
So
a
this is
snack if
Kiwi.
you're worried about your. Whoa.
She's not having it.
She's probably upset right now. Feeling a little restricted, but
She's like, what is going
that's
on?
business, baby.
And she's gone. That's what happens. She's over there. And she's gone again. That's
Gone
Kiwi.
again. Kiwi.
She likes to do her own thing. Can't force her to do her.
Just as hard as it is to peel a kiwi, it's just as hard to see her. So.
But she's here
Clever.
and she's adorable.
Yes.
And,
Okay.
you just take my word for it.
Best smartest dogs. Doug, just where are you, PJs?
To Walmart? I mean, I have definitely in the past, at least a few times.
I could go to Walmart. I could go to Walmart in some PJs.
Dude, like, why
Work,
does it
though?
matter? Yeah, but like, see, work's a different thing, and you gotta be somewhat professional.
So that's why you
Um,
wear PJs. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wear pants over my PJs. Professional.
You guys ever seen those pajama jeans? What
Yeah,
happened to those?
I wanna buy them, but they're like
The
too
ladies.
expensive. No, they definitely have. No, they definitely have like pants that are like
Oh, they got the fleece
pants on the
lined,
outside
like,
and the
pants.
fleece line on the inside, or like they have like pajama pants that are like very nice and like fancy, but like they're
Do you guys
really
remember the
expensive.
infomercial for pajama jeans?
no.
No.
I used to see it all the time, and I think it's really interesting how, you'll see an advertisement for so long, and then eventually you just stop seeing it.
Yeah, proactive. Where'd that go? Y'all can drink some water and eat a snack if you're worried about your level of intoxication. Throw on some jams and you can dance it off too. Sweat it out a little. I think that's referring
Facts.
to bears. Oh man, this is okay. Dylan McKenzie, my friend Alex Hugh used to be the Hugh on First Joke.
What is first joke?
I don't know.
Let us know, Dylan.
Let's find out.
Oh, this makes sense. Wolfpack. The Aggie picture thing was a joke to Frankie if he checks his texts.
I'm sorry, man. It was a busy day. I apologize, Frisbee. I'll toss you one soon. Promise.
Toss you one soon. All right, Netch WLAN off disables your wireless card. That's a lot of things I don't understand. Tommy
over
boy, do you guys say you're gonna have genital warts at your next event? No.
We promise.
Nesh, I think they might have.
Genital warts free. PaJAMah. January 25th.
I mean, I personally hope that does not make an appearance at the event.
Unless you're bringing it, Tom. I hope not. Then if not, just stay home. We don't need another Sasquatch here.
I'd agree. I don't. What if we had like an intake form at the beginning of our event? Do you have? That'd be a little intrusive. I don't
A
think.
little bit.
Whoa.
But
Yeah, you gotta sign a waiver first. I couldn't be have no genital warts.
You must take an
Facts.
oath.
Yeah, no.
bring your ACD results to the PaJAMah party. Just kidding, everybody.
Yeah, no. Please come to our event. Everyone's welcome.
Come in your pajamas. It's gonna be fun.
Exactly.
You can play some skate. You're probably not gonna win.
You can watch some Disney movies with the captions on. That's always a good time.
Honestly, I am big pet peeve of people putting captions on during the movie.
I love captions. I have
just,
such bad hearing.
Visually, it's like
I like captions.
I
I do find myself like looking just at the captions when I'm like have the captions on, but like it's okay.
Yeah.
The only thing that gets me personally is like I'll read the joke before I hear the joke. But I feel like I love that process time, and I love to see how the scene is acted out. I love to see I don't know. I kind of like it. But I do always laugh at the joke because I read the joke first. Then it happens. But only ever like a second, laugh less than a second behind. I like them.
It ain't bad. Okay. We're about to round out these comments. I know it's been a while. Thank
It's
you for
been a
sticking
while.
with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I tweeted it a few days ago. PaJAMah jeans.
Did you tweet pajama jeans?
I think so. Nesh, who's
Nesh.
I'm so sorry, man.
It's alright.
That's it, Nesh.
It's Nash.
Netch.
Nesh.
Nash.
Oh man.
I get like a German feeling from it. I don't know. Netch.
He's the man. I met him in. Did you meet him in person at 80K Fest?
Oh yeah, I think
did.
so.
I think we were together actually.
More than likely.
But dude, hopefully to see you again soon, man. Come to the area.
Who's on first joke is what Dylan was saying. We still don't know what first joke is. Tom Sassler, Jenny
It's Tolworths.
Jenny T.
Or
Jenny T.
Jenny
Or Jenny
T.
Tells.
Oh, no. What's the matter with you? It's Jenny T.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I get it now, dude. Fuck, man. God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that was good. That was a good one. That was
a good one.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Did
you really catch on to that?
I feel like now that I'm
Like, did you-
reevaluating.
Yeah, you wanted.
That's
I
funny.
didn't. I caught on to that way earlier. I'm not gonna say why.
Was it the comment about genital warts?
Just let's keep on reading the comments.
No disrespect to Jenny. No disrespect. No disrespect. But it may have been a funny play on words. But I'm so sorry, everyone. No disrespect to Jenny.
Tom Sassler could have sworn they said the other. Lol, I know Jenny. She plays the Saratoga sometimes.
Well, let us know what you think of her.
And Wolfpack, I totally agree. No captions unless you're legitimately deaf. In agreement with Frankie, but you know, like, why not if I'm I'm hard of hearing. I like captions. I like to read. Why can't I read?
Yeah.
Let me read. I don't like books.
I understand preferences. You know, you got your preference.
Yeah, sometimes I turn them off. Sometimes you rock without it. Wow.
Totally. And let's start off by let's get back into Two Truths and a Lie here.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
That business.
Read off. Tell us what your two truths and a lie. Well, tell us what all of them are, and we're gonna guess.
All right. Geez, what did I say to you guys? I said I knew a dog named WINWAN. I said that, generally speaking, sebaceous fluids will form inside your pores, and that's usually what causes clogged pores. What else did I say to you? Do you guys remember? What was it? Oh, man.
You really enjoy
I really
going.
Thank you.
New
I
York
really
City trips.
enjoyed going to the New York City trips for chorus. Yeah, and it was like a field trip. It was cool. Which you guys think is the lie? Is that how the game works?
Yeah, no, that's exactly how the
Okay,
game
so we're
works.
gonna guess.
I'm gonna go. See, I feel like WINWAN is a proper thing. Like, I feel like anybody, like,
I would name my dog WINWAN.
yeah, that's not too outrageous. But I don't know what makes acne, so I'm gonna go with that one.
I'm gonna go with that one too.
I have to say, you know, because I made him up on the spot, generally speaking, that is true. That is a true statement. The lie is that I know a dog named WINWAN.
God damn it!
Because her name is Winnie. On her tag, it's Winnie, but we call her WINWAN.
Oh.
To be very honest with you guys, I was really lucky when you guys were like, yeah, you got to play it smart with two truths and a lie. Because I feel like that's almost, like, her name technically is not WINWAN. Her name is Winnie.
No, that's, yeah, you learned two truths and a lie. Very good. She caught on real quick.
We lost.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry.
After
hey,
this
that's-
episode, you know,
played
with
to
this
win.
episode, I'm gonna keep a record here. Doug, you're 0-1.
So are you.
I am 0-1. All right.
Shoot. All right, I'm with it.
Okay, so my two truths and a lie. I pitched a baseball inning where no one got on base. I invented a game called Elephant in a Puddle. And Magic Hat number 9 is my favorite beer.
I'm going to have to go with, I find it hard to believe you created a game called Elephants in a Puddle.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with your favorite beer is not Magic Hat number 9.
God damn you. I knew it wasn't good enough to fool you.
No, the Blue Moon guy, motherfucker.
Oh.
I love that.
I was like,
sense.
oh, maybe in my head I was thinking like, I was like, maybe he just hasn't had the opportunity, or Price Robert doesn't have the beer there.
I mean, that's also a thing.
But that was like,
I do like
but
Blue
Doug
Moon.
on
I
a
love
rag
Blue
buys
Moon.
Blue Moon.
Yeah, I like Blue Moon a lot.
So
This is my favorite.
I think that's such a, they're friends.
that's why
And
we
this
have
guy
to.
knows
That's
this
why
guy's
we
favorite
have
beer.
to like. We've known each other for 10 years
This
now.
is the game.
Yeah,
It's
we have-
fooling each other. It's hard. It's hard.
That makes
That's
me
why,
smile.
like, I've literally like tried to think about what I'm gonna do. So, okay, my two truths and my two. Okay, I'm just gonna read them off first. So, I have a book written about me. I've seen Twiddle Ringing the Bell twice, and my favorite beer was Michelob Ultra when I first started drinking. What is my lie, guys?
Michelob Ultra wasn't that, Chief?
Okay, and you, Caitlin?
I would love to put forth the idea. I feel like it's how many people have a book written about him, you know? But there's something about it that I'm a little bit suspicious. Like, could this man have had a book written about him?
Right.
There's a whole lot of different books in this world. There's a whole lot of different types. But I have to trust Doug's ability to know Frankie.
I mean, I'm not... See, those are the two that I was debating back and forth about.
You know what? I'm going to go with the book. He's going to go with the beer. You tell us the
And
lie.
You guys are both...
Oh, you son of a bitch.
both
Oh, I bet you've seen more than two.
I've seen Twiddle Ringing the Bell, Ringing the Beer once.
No way. I thought you
I've
went
been
this
to
New
two
Year's.
Twiddle New Year shows, but the first time I saw them, I left before the bell dropped.
Oh, fucking...
Shoot, man.
God
Shoot.
damn it.
I have
That
to
was-
ask.
And
See,
that's why I was worried about genital warts, is because he commented earlier, and I knew it was one of Tom's stupid accounts, and that's why he just commented that the Twiddle was a lie, was because, let's read back here. Henry Summons. Well, is that even a goofy name?
Yeah, I pronounced it weird, like...
Would you
out the
guys-
get-go.
Let's see what he
Impromptu
says.
wizard.
Seeing Twiddle ring in the New Year was a lie. Tom knew.
If you know, you
Full
know.
of shit bastard. So okay, how are we gonna factor in, like, if we... Is that count as a win?
I mean,
If I got it?
technically both of us were wrong, so we had a point system. Right?
Yeah,
So,
no,
Doug, you're
no,
on
no,
two.
no, you're right.
We both got it. We both got it wrong on. No, you got it right on Doug's. I got it wrong on Doug, so I have a point, and then Doug and I both got a point from you. So Doug gets 1
Wait,
point. I get
no,
2.
I think I
You get 0 points.
Yeah, I didn't get any right.
Aw.
I got one wrong. I got one wrong. And was I,
I get
right about
2, you
yours?
get
so I
1.
get 2.
Yeah.
All right.
God
2
damn
and
it.
1. Oh,
We
and
gotta
2,
go.
buddy.
We gotta go back watch the previous rank cams.
I know I have at least
and
one
add it
more.
up.
Yeah.
We'll
I know I got
we'll
one
have
win
to
under
go
my
get
belt.
a factual
And with
sheet
the-
on this.
And
We
with
will.
that, just like how you're gonna watch back old ones, Doug was proactive, and what'd you do, man?
I made another YouTube account called Kinda Live Clips where you can watch clipped up segments of this podcast at your leisure. You know, you have like a favorite spot that's like an hour and a half in that was really funny and you want to like watch back and listen to. Now you can do that because I got you with Kinda Live Clips. Go subscribe on YouTube. I wouldn't get notifications though because like I'll like mass upload them and you get like I'll like upload like 15 at a time. So you don't want to get like 15 notifications back to back to back. But subscribe and there come a day or two after the podcast has aired. Kind of
Good
live
job.
clips.
And with that, does anybody have any rants this week?
I do.
Okay.
Tell us more.
All right. So this is our third time doing this. Second time.
Yeah. Third podcast we've done Rant Cam.
So we've been doing rant camp for a little bit. So what rant camp is just sometimes we want to let some things off our chest because it's needed. It's good to vent, right?
That it is.
And so we're gonna do rant cam. And Doug, we're gonna start off with you, man.
Hey.
So I'm gonna let you hold this vlogger style. We got Caitlin.
Hey, how
The-
you doing?
Doug, you fresh?
What's going on?
That's what's up.
Hi. All right, here you go.
Frankie C.
Let me just get you in focus, bro. You're not peeking on
This
your
is-
nose. Hold it back just a little bit.
What?
Hold it back just a little bit. And again, for our audio listeners out there on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, you can watch the Kind of Life, Kind of Living podcast on YouTube and Facebook Premiere. And but what we're doing right now is Rank Cam. It's cool. Doug, what do you got to say, man?
Rant Cam. So this is a thing that it just is wild to be a thing. If you like hire somebody to do a job and they do the job, like pay them. it's that simple. You don't have to wait like months after the event and like ghost people and like not like respond to them and just like basically avoid them at all costs. Like if you just pay somebody like when they do the job, like that doesn't happen, and like you can keep business coming at you and you don't like ruin things. So like if you hire somebody to do a job for you, whether it's video or photos or anything else, like pay them, because you know they took the time and energy to go to that whatever you have going on and film it and shoot it, and then like take the time out of their day to like edit that stuff and like make sure that you like it and enjoy it and like is worth the money to you. So yeah, pay people for their freaking time. And that is my rant.
That's a pretty good rant.
I feel like I had another one, but I forgot it. So
I feel like every single person can get behind that in regards to, like, you know, a good conversation topic, Doug. Pay people what they're worth. Pay people in regards to the work they do for you. I feel like at the end of the day, like, that's good business owner. That's good businessmanship.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. Like, how hard is it to... Oh, God, I did something.
Well,
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's very true. Like, people, like, time is money. That's one thing, like, I've learned as, like, growing older. Like, time is fucking limited. And, like...
Well, it's true. You know, at the end of the day, I think finding that worth inside yourself, being like, my time is worth something. You know, you have a very limited amount, and at the end of the day, you got to sell that time. You know, it's limited. People love to get something that's limited. You know, they got their own lives, but you got yours. So get paid what you're worth. Get paid when you're working. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
now, do you have any rants?
To be honest, that got me a little bit fired up.
So let's
Would you like a
while we're
rant?
on the topic, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. That's what's up. Hey, so we're going to talk about, I don't know, to be very honest with you, Frankie, that's all I had to say about it. You know, you really have to feed into, like, what do you believe you are worth? Your time is limited here.
Very true.
That's all I got to say about it.
Anything else that annoys the crap out of you?
What is it? Parallel parking?
Oh my
Parking
God.
in Saratoga, because right now I'm working in Saratoga, so it's
When
like
we went to meet, I will say, like, I didn't even like I like just found a spot right on the top of the
How's it zoom in like that?
maybe we should switch to that
Right-
one.
just don't touch the touchscreen on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, parking in Saratoga is bullshit. But you know what? Sorry guys, just how close I didn't even cover my face. It's kind of loud, kind of sneezing. Yeah, no, parking is bullshit in Saratoga.
Yeah.
Minus the fact that you don't have to pay for parking, because in Lake George you do have to pay for parking. Especially as a resident in Lake George, I shouldn't have to pay for parking. Fuck
But
that.
off season though, off season is a really mystical.
That's when like all of us like pray are just like, let me winks, man. You know.
Let me wings. You know what's terrible at parking? Glens Falls. They, like, I'm not the person to make this rant, but Glens Falls, you need to get your parking situation under control.
True
'Cause,
that.
like, you're giving out way too many tickets to people who work in Glens Falls, and it's just like, yo, like, don't you want these people to work in your city and make it better? Like, stop giving them tickets to park at where they work.
You should be able to get a permit. You should be You should be able to go to town hall and get a permit if you work within like a certain area, you know, where it's like there's no viable parking spots, or if your place of business does not offer you a parking spot, you should be able to park within public parking and not have to pay anything, not have to deal with any of that garbage, and just be able to like do your job.
Yeah.
How dare they? How dare they charge anyone for just going to work?
Right?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say my rant for the week is I didn't really have one because I gotta say like this week I gotta say was really good. Ever since the new year, like I've just been on like this kind of like changing my psyche about how I do things a little bit with what I do and how I spend my time, how I manage my time, and I gotta say, 2020 has been a great year so far. And like, but one thing I do want to say, which is bullshit, is I do not appreciate being put into the middle of two other people's bullshit.
Yes.
If you want to, if you want to try to use me to like take sides for one reason or the other, like, just go WINWAN yourself.
Yeah, go WINWAN yourself.
Go WINWAN
Boy.
yourself.
Fuck yeah.
And I just like, my time is of the essence. We were talking about time, Doug. You were
Yep.
just talking about time. Time is really of the essence, and like how I spend my time is very valuable to me because I do work a lot, and like when I do have the time to just chill and like see my friends or like hang out or like just be myself, I want to take full advantage of that time, and like when instead I have to, or like even like in the middle of doing a job, like have to deal with this bullshit between two other people while I'm trying to like do a production, like give me a break, man.
Oh,
Like I'm not just like, cool. If you got a problem with somebody else, deal with it yourself. Keep me out of it, and just let me do my job and let me do what I'm good at.
Reading my mind, man. Absolutely.
So just stop.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, knock it off.
Knock it off. And
Go
that-
WINWAN yourself.
Go WINWAN yourself, guys. And next in the segments, I guess, I just want to
Shit.
give a shout out. Hold on. Let's go back to camera 4 quick on the switcher.
Boom.
I
Boom.
just want to show this quick.
Oh my god.
Talk about being weak in the knees.
I know what you're getting for Christmas, man.
I got this little like rinky dink tripod that like holds our microphone up in a bundle for like one of the first cameras I got when I was in college, like DSLR, like when I started getting into photography, and it lasted me pretty long, but now it just doesn't have any like support to just like stay in one place, so it just whams.
You know what I'm thinking? Like, this mic has fallen over like at least 4 times this podcast, and it's like it's not like we're using the other mic stands. Like, why aren't we using the other mic stands?
We're
for
not
this?
using the other mic stands because this is the only mic stand that fits this style mic, and this is tall enough to reach all of us where the other ones aren't.
Okay.
So that's really the main reason why, you know.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, Kiwi's playing over in the corner. If you hear a little,
Kiwi, if you
jingle jangle.
hear a little shake, rattle, and roll.
So before we get into what we've been listening to this week, I just want to take one dip back into the comments.
While you do, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, definitely.
Use the gentleman's room. I'll leave it.
Okay, a lot more than I thought there
Oh,
was.
shoot. Well, we've been talking about all that interesting stuff, to be very honest with you.
So, Netch, you all are right. Thank you, Netch. And he also said this is a great stream. Thank you. Tom Slassler, WINWAN is the lie. Yeah,
It's
you,
true.
You got that.
It's true. You know, to be very honest with you, I didn't even know I was really telling a lie. I forgot to include the lie. Like, I got so far into my own joke, I was like, I just told 3 truths. Well, we do call her WINWAN all the time. But she is technically Winnie. I was so thankful. At some point in the stream, they talked about how, like, really strategic it was. And I was like, well, technically. So, but it's true. WINWAN was, at first, I give up.
WINWAN.
WINWAN.
Netch, oh snap, I gotta say, the beer thing, I had a feeling. Doug's a beer connoisseur. I'm not. I mean, like, so that's a big thing. Like, I don't like IPAs at all. Like,
I don't blame you.
there's this whole not micro brew, but like craft brew craze going on, and I'm like, yo, can I get like a Pilsner?
I like a Pilsner, definitely.
That's a safe beer. Maybe like an ale, but like Blue Moon, that Belgian wheat, oh baby, with the orange slice, like, yes.
Something I absolutely love is going up to the bartender and being like, can I get a cup of water? And will you give me an orange slice? There's something about that orange slice, wherever you're at, it will revive you in that moment when you're like... So that's my recommendation for the evening. Please go to your
Water and
bartender.
orange.
Next time you're getting your cup of water, just ask for that orange slice. They're nice, they're fresh. As long as it's fresh,
Got
how
that
you know it's a
vitamin
good bar.
C. You know. You know. Twiddle is a lie from Tom Sassler. Wolfpack, Tom, you're a lie. Very true. Very true. Wolfpack, thank you for pointing that out. Tom, he published his own photo book. I was thinking that as well, but he used like lyrics from Sense and Subtle Sounds by Fish, so I don't think that was the book he was referring about. But that shouldn't count though. I agree. Yeah, Frankie, what was this book about you? Is it the book that you like published, or is there an actual book about you?
There is an actual book about me. When my mom, when she traveled somewhere, she paid like this person to like almost like you'll see like those people like on like the road and like or like in like a fair or something, like drawing like doodles of somebody.
Yeah.
A caricature. They were somebody who did books, so they did this book about, because I played hockey for like 9 years, and I when I was a kid I was like super into it, and they wrote this book about how like I like saved the day for like this one big hockey like championship for the NHL. How like Coach Gordon, who was like my like coach and like when I was a mite, was like called in, like he was like coaching like NHL like Stanley Cup like championship, and basically we're like, all right, we lost our star player, we got to call up Frankie, and they called up me, and
you saved the day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did your mom give you the book?
I have the book.
Honestly,
you know what?
honestly, a very
You
sweet
should read it
gift.
on the podcast.
I was
next
thinking
week.
about that.
You
Yeah.
should do that.
I would do that.
I have a write-up. You have a book.
Frankie's
This is
story time.
amazing.
That could be something we feature.
Do you have any
we just
more
feature
books
a short
already?
story.
No, that's the only one.
Okay,
I promise.
well,
It's the only true.
Someone else write a book about Frankie, and we'll read it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, back now. I feel special. Dylan McKenzie, wish someone was master control there. Very true, Dylan.
I could understand that. I feel like that's kind of cool. You know, someone in the background, like, taking care of business.
Like the sixth
Yeah.
man, Dylan McKenzie.
Dylan
Oh yeah.
McKenzie, yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Natesh, we covered the book. Tom Shasler, fun chat. It definitely seems like that. You know, a lot is going on over here. Dylan McKenzie, nothing wrong, but some AV could be cleaned up. KL Clips is my favorite. Thanks, Dill.
Yeah.
No bell for that channel. My phone almost fell in the sink. Yeah. I like think about that every time I like upload anytime to the KL Clips. It's just like I really hope nobody has notifications on,
Yeah,
because
seriously.
they're about to get blown the frick up.
Freck.
The frack. Natesh switched the cam. We already did that, I think. We already have one cam out, but that's okay. If you hire someone
do
to
we
do
really?
it, yeah, we have our cam out.
Oh, look at this foam.
Did you tilt it?
It's like a
Do you
piece
know
of
how
ice
to pour a beer?
I do not.
Okay, cool. Natesh, if you hire someone to do a job, don't pay them the whole sum until the job is finished. Yeah.
I
but
guess
like,
it depends on, like, circumstance, you know? Like, if someone's just coming in to, like...
I don't believe that. The only
I
reason
feel
why I'm
like
saying
it's-
is if I'm doing a high profile job, I would like it down. Like a deposit.
especially if you do have to
Deposit,
like
definitely.
get some
Yeah.
like equipment for said job, like you probably do need some cash beforehand.
I think that
Maybe
goes
not
with his
full
comment.
payment, but
That goes
Okay,
with his comment.
okay.
Don't pay the whole sum.
Oh, don't pay the whole sum.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no, totally agree
yep.
with you.
But if the job is finished and you haven't paid anything, pay the freaking person.
Pay 'em.
Oh, please do.
You
Don't,
know who we're talking
don't
about.
be a dirty birdie. It's not worth it.
No dirty birdies.
This
No
is like
dirty
drunk
birdies
history, but better. KL clip that. I totally concur. Thank you.
That's
yeah,
something you put on your website. This is like drunk history,
but better.
but
But
better.
Don't take our
Kind
our
of live,
comment-
kind of living
comment section.
reviews. 5 stars, please. Deanna, you can get a permit, but it's $20 a month and limited to the smaller lots, referring to the parking situation in Glens Falls, and that she paid over $500 in parking tickets last summer. Don't get her started on parking tickets. Yeah, Glens Falls. Figure your parking situation
Figure
out.
it
This
out.
is
You
figure it out.
You shouldn't ever have to go to court to dispute a parking ticket. You shouldn't ever have to deal with it. If you're
Especially
just
if
trying
you're
to make
in
some
the
money.
area, yeah.
Yeah, like if you're just parked at like right next to where you work, like how are you getting tickets? Like that makes no sense. You are contributing to the city. Anyway, Natesh, it's 2020, bitches. Leave your baggage at the door. No, because we started Rant Cam, and it's gonna be a fun, awesome segment, and I hope you enjoy. IPAs for life from Wolfpack. Not
No.
over
I
here.
don't
I
blame
drink Bush,
you.
bro.
Everyone has their preference, you know? Everyone has
Very
their
true.
preference. I understand where some people I'd say my personal opinion on it is just a beer is a craft. It's an art. It's a different way of brewing. You know, you get so many different concoctions from just how you do things.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like I can understand where individuals will be like, oh, this tastes a certain way, this tastes a certain way, and have an acquired taste to it, kind of like olives or something.
No,
Very
yeah,
true.
and I really love IPAs. The only reason why I drink Busch on this podcast is because it's affordable. And the rate I drink on this podcast, it wouldn't be affordable if I drank
The Hippos.
the IPAs.
The Hippos.
So I'm gonna
Hippos.
skip them. That's all. That's the only reason why. If you saw me anywhere else, I'd probably be drinking the same thing. So I'll show you. Go off.
Dylan McKenzie, kind of live, kind of reading Rainbow.
Funny.
Deanna, my sister has a book like that, but with her as a princess.
I've seen
Custom-made
advertisements recently. I've seen advertisements where, like, you can get a book made about you and, like, your significant other. You can get something, like, of, like, your kid. I've seen those recently, like, marketed out to the public.
Custom made books. Get yours about Frankie. We'll read it on the podcast. Nesh, KEKW. Who knows? And hey, when are you guys gonna do another board games with band members?
Good point.
That'd be
Wow.
excellent.
Hopefully very soon.
It's a lot of work to do them.
It is a lot of work, but we do have the board games. We know
we got the band
some
members,
bands.
yeah.
We know some band members. So stay tuned to Mirth Films for the next board games with band members. Who knows when it's gonna be? But you're not gonna want to not stay tuned because you might miss it.
Coming
Wow.
soon. Maybe.
Maybe.
Two more.
Asterisk.
Deanna, I got a book like that for my mom for Mother's Day. She loved it. Highly recommend. And it was from a Facebook ad. Who knows? Who knew?
They must have knew you were thinking about it.
You need it. You need it. Facebook
always
ads
do.
coming through. Okay, so now is the time of the podcast where we talk about what we've been listening to and what we've been watching over the past week.
So what you been listening to?
I've been listening to 5 Alarm Funk. I really love their horns. I love how goofy they are. I love I was walking by the lake. It was yesterday in the afternoon time. And it was just it was a song about critics. It was a song, and they just kept talking about like, oh well, like the guy was kind of giving banter throughout the song. Don't get me wrong, the horns, the background, excellent. Had a good beat. I was bobbing my head walking along, and he was just going on, and they finished the song in such a funny way. So I would highly recommend just going to 5 Alarm Funk's Spotify and just pressing shuffle play, because it'll give you something you can get down to and just smile at and just be like, this is cool.
That's
I think
cool.
they're from Canada or something. I have not a clue, but I want to go see them ASAP.
Nice. What about you, Fresh?
I've listened to the Mac Belly track Good News, and also a lot of like old Joe Rogan Experience podcasts, like ones with Graham Hancock, this guy Giorgio something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the dude from Ancient Aliens. It was a pretty interesting podcast. It was like deep in like the hundreds or 200s if you want to find it, but that was pretty entertaining. I'll also watch the one listen with the one with him and Shane Smith, the dude from Vice, and that was like really interesting to hear like how kind of like Vice got started and how it turned into like what it is today. But
so big.
Vice is crazy.
And that is definitely one of our like
Inspirations
for sure. Yeah.
Raw journalism. Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing,
That's
bada
the way
bing,
we
bada
like
bing.
it.
What you been listening to, Frankie C?
So I've been listening to a lot actually. All right, I'm gonna start it off. Let's see here. What do we got here? Wrong note, kid.
Ooh.
I think I just deleted the note actually.
Oh, no
Really
way.
That's life, man.
Here we go. Okay, so what the fuck? Hold on. Sorry guys. Let me just find this recently deleted. Okay, here we go.
He's saving it now.
No, I'm just giving it back. All right, here we go. So what I've been listening to is wow.
Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum,
Okay,
bum, bum.
guys, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I really do have something I've been listening to. So, Circles Around the Sun, that was Neil Castle's band. Rest in peace. Glass Pony, I've been listening to them, honestly, on loop. since their show. It's been kick ass. Marco Benevento, I've been listening to his solo music. It's really good. If you don't know Marco Benevento, he did play in Benevento Brusso Duo, which played with Mike Gordon from Fish, and of course J-Rad. Check out Marco Benevento. It's not a jam act. It is fun alternative music. I'll play some for us after the podcast, so we won't get monetized. Andy Frasco, I've been blaring Andy Frasco throughout my house. It's been great. Ghostlight, another band derivative of J-Rad. It is all original band formed of Scotty Zwing. You got Raina Mullen, you have Tom Hamilton, and you even have Holly Bowling, who form one kick-ass band. If you get the chance to see Ghostlight, they're actually opening up for Green Sky Bluegrass at the Egg on January 29th. Definitely go check that out. I highly suggest Ghostlight. I checked them out at Tumble Down this past year, and they also played Disc Jam too, I think, and they were both great sets. But just mainly that, and then obviously I've been listening to a lot of Rush as well, especially with the passing of Neil Peart, yeah, so that's really what I've been listening to. So, Caitlin, what have you been watching?
What have I been watching? Jeez, what? Oh, Lord of the Rings.
That's right.
That's what I've kind of been trying to get into recently. I feel like, we talked about it a little bit earlier, how it's this entire world of characters. So I've been becoming best friends with my neighbor. I live in an apartment building, and it's one of those things. It's kind of like so surreal. We get along so well, and so she lent me. That's the true form of friendship, is when they're gonna lend you your movies and you'll get them back.
Yeah.
So yeah, she lent me the whole thing, and that's what I've been trying to watch recently. It's been excellent.
Nice.
What
about you, Fresh?
Avatar: The Last Airbender, a little bit of Grey's Anatomy, and some other things that I'm not remembering. I've watched a car Chaser 2, but other than that, not too much. Yeah, a little bit Xbox, but that's a whole situation because all my Xbox One controllers got busted. So now I have to plug my Xbox 360 controller into my computer and then stream my Xbox to my computer, and then plug my HDMI into my computer so I can still play on the projector, but I also have to
video games.
Yeah, but I also have
Wow.
to wire a controller to right here through that shelf over
nutty,
there.
Dude.
It's a situation to play
At
Xbox.
least you troubleshooted it.
No, I can completely hear that though. My brother used to have this friend over, and they'd have they'd use a TV as a monitor, and it's kind of the same deal. You know, the HDMI cord going into the projector. It's the same deal, and so they'd have this crazy setup where it's on a big TV and a big TV, and they got their controllers going. No, I completely get it.
I mean, yeah,
It's a pain in the ace.
these things happen.
Yeah.
Just I wish you could just plug an Xbox 360 controller into an Xbox One, but they don't. It's funny,
They don't vibe well.
dude, you plug it in, it'll light up for a second, then just go boop, no light. It's just I know it's plugged in. You can make it work.
That money, man.
You can make it work, but yeah, it's all about that. Each one of the controllers are $50, so
It's not cheap.
nah, dude. I tried fixing them, and to get the screws out, you need a really special tool.
Factory direct.
I've gotten an eyeglass kit from my mom, and all these really small flatheads and screwdrivers. I've tried everything I have at my disposal, and I can't get these controllers open to try to fix them. So yeah, Xbox.
Yeah, Xbox.
That's what I've been watching. What have you been watching, Frankie?
I've been watching a lot of old South Park episodes.
Nice.
Ooh, always
yeah,
good.
I've just been on a huge binge since the season's over. I've been watching actually the night that me and Ramona we had a couple
Ramona.
Ramona. We had a couple brewskis, and we're watching back some old Mirth Films videos. Doug dressed up in a penis costume.
Halloweeny.
Doug roaming around in Lake George Village at 84 degrees in a full snowboarding suit going.
I
Self-pants
caught
and
that. I
everything.
caught that.
It was a fun time.
It was a fun time.
Summer snowboarder, check it out.
I was watching some audio tutorials today, actually, to how to mix down a track. So one of my buddies, for this track that I needed to finish this video, he instead of just recording the 1-2 track that you would get in a Zoom H4n of just the audio, he recorded every mic to a separate track. So it was like 70 tracks for like left and right
Oh my god.
over time, and it was like I don't know what to do, and like I needed to sync like this multicam video that I was putting together, and he explained it to me, and then I like watched something quickly, and then finally figured it out. But so I was watching that. I was getting some of my education on, and then I've been watching a lot of Watch Mojo. It was something
Oh.
I thrived on back in the day. I thought they were one of the great first like top 10,
Yeah,
top
for
20
sure.
YouTube channels. But they like I thought they got stale for a while because they did so much.
Yeah.
But like with the end of the decade, they've been like doing top of the decade type videos, and like there's been a lot of ones related to video games, and I really enjoyed watching, and so that's really all I got to say about that. And but other than that, Caitlin, you're welcome back on anytime.
Heard
Seriously, like if you like anytime you're feeling like it, just let us know. We do this all the time, as you know.
Right down
Mondays
the
at
road.
8 p.m.
Very true.
SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, all that jazz.
Facebook premiere now,
Facebook premiere on Wednesdays.
but YouTube's the best.
YouTube is the best.
Chat with us.
Chat with us. And do you want to give us a little update about what's been going on in your life at all? Like, I know you've been doing a lot of great things with the company you've been working for, and even for yourself, like you've made a lot of strides, and like and you've grown from what you like doing. Can you fill anybody in with what you do and Catelyn Mccann in 2020?
Honestly, all of us 2020. You know, I've been working with a company, you know, trying to figure it out. I feel like at the end of the day, I really value professionalism, and I value people who are going to put forth their best effort at the end of the day. So, you know, I'm really happy I'm associated with you guys. I'm really happy I'm associated with our upcoming event. I'm really excited to move forward in regard to that type of work. Because I feel like events are really where it's at. People love to be entertained. People love to have an experience. That goes more into like, you know, what I went into school for, what I personally do, you know, in the beauty industry. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be associated with people who are looking to make an influence on people, make life fun,
Okay.
make life bearable. That's really all I got to say about it.
Awesome. Well, we wish you the best, like with whatever you're doing, and you know we're really excited. Caitlin's got a lot of cool ideas in the pipeline with what we're going to be doing. We're going to be introducing a lot of sketch comedy this year,
Oh yeah.
which is great.
Yes.
One of our
Gonna be a
definitely
lot
one
of
of our goals of 2020, and so happy to have you on board, Caitlin.
That's where I would say YouTube really thrived for a minute. Was
You think so? Really?
sketch comedy, man.
Oh, yeah.
Growing up, that was what I watched. I watched YouTube day in, day out. I was severely on the computer just watching so much funny stuff.
Yeah.
People love to laugh. People love to be entertained. So
Definitely.
that's what's coming to you 2020, you know. Really going to try to make you laugh this year. That's all we can do.
Ha ha ha! That's multiple. But yeah, so we're gonna end it with a Glass Pony original off their latest self-titled EP, Glass Pony. This song is called Bolly Golly. I'm
Bolly
Frank
Golly.
Cabone,
I'm Doug Quimby.
I'm Catelyn Mccann.
and we have been Kinda Live,
Kind of living.
and this has been Mirth Films, episode 39 of the Mirth Films Kinda Live podcast.
Episode 39 of the Kind of Live, Kind of Living podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Once again, available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud. Be sure to give us a like, comment, subscribe, rate us. Please 5 stars. Leave us a comment and a review. Let us know how we're doing. You know, if we can be better, let us know how. If you have anything you want us to talk about, Mirth is King at mirthisking518@gmail.com. Send all of those over there, and I think that might be
And
it.
that's it. And just as always, head to mirth-films.com for all the latest alternative news, live music coverage, podcasts, videos, merch, and more. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a great episode, and we can't wait to see you guys next week.
So have
Yet
a
again.
wonderful night.
Have a wonderful night, guys.
tree. By the galley palm tree. By the galley palm tree. By the galley palm tree. I learned some things coming to your town. I saw some trees there that were strangely around. Yeah, I have flown across the sea. It's a bally palm tree. Bally palm tree. A bally palm tree. 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 Bally palm tree.